So, it's no secret I like to read, and lately I've been trying to read some classics, and I've discovered something. I'm an idiot. Seriously, the classics are hard. I looked it up. William Shakespeare had a working vocabulary of around 54,000 words. Now, for anyone who doesn't understand just how amazing that is, here in America, today, we have an average working vocabulary of 3,000 words. Which is why, when you read Shakespeare, you get all like, "The light through yonder window." What? And I just don't see how we got from that to what we have today. Because that was the common language back then. And it kind of put me under the pile a little, because I realized I'm not as smart as I thought I was. Presumably, had I been born in the 1700s, I would be the village idiot, because I don't understand what people are saying most of the time. I wouldn't have been able to recite fairy tales to children, because they probably had a bigger vocabulary than I do. What if I wanted to tell a classic tale from today, back then? I would have to be like, in time past, though not long ago, there lived swine, in stature little, and in number 3, who, being of an age both entitled and inspired to seek their fortunes, did set about to do thusly. And after travelling a distance, pig numbered first spake unto the others, saying, "Hearken, brethren, heed this tempestuous realm. Tarry we long from hearth and home, and we shall fare, I fear, not well." And so, being collectively agreed, but individually inspired, the diminutive swine did set about each to construct for themselves an abode. Pig numbered first did so with straw. Pig numbered second did likewise, though rather not from straw, but with sticks. And pig numbered third, being unique in his imaginings, did erect as his domicile, stalwart and garish, a structure composed of brick entirely. Then happened along, as is commonly the scenario in classic tale of protagonist pig or red-hooded child, a wolf. The dreaded Canis lupus, carnivorous in nature and in full season, it called out to the straw and staunched swine, saying, "Pray thee, little pig, grant me entrance." However, Pig 1 recalled with wise foreboding that he is mad who trusts in the tameness of a belly-pinched wolf, and responded immediately, "Nay, it shall not be, not by wit or whiskered jowl." Prepared for this most expected response, the wolf then replied, "Then steal thyself away, little pig. Forthwith I shall endeavour, by employing means both huffing and puffing, to dismantle yon flaxen fortress." Then issued forth from the wolf an exhale of gale proportions, which quickly did render straw hovel to dregs and dross, and carried it off piglet and chatterquarters both. Exposed now to claw and fang, fearing for life and limb, Piglet 1 did make his way with all haste to seek sanctuary in the stick-festooned sanctum of Pickery Secondary, causing Pig 2 to cry out in dismay, saying, "Well, this knocks my knickers. The marshalling the fair carnivore to my doorstep is nowhere among those endeavors amiable nor congenial." "A thousand pardons," squealed one. "It seemed the wolf's manful breath is purging me of home and foul judgments alike." Then the malicious maelstrom of wolf's exhale splattered second swine's shack and smote his sanctimonious scolding simultaneously. Whereupon Pig 2 did once again cry out, saying, "Lay we now amidst wooden wreckage, with nary a strategy for eschewing the canine devourer, nor meeting in deadly proximity." Strategy, squealed one. While 'tis noble to contemplate tactical particularities, pressed as we are with a time restraint forbidding detailed strategic conversations, I would urge we run! And so, they ran. And, be it by their own fleet-footed competence or the wolf's wind's attitude, the diminutive swine had managed to reach their ultimate kindred neighbor's inexpugnable brick ingress unscathed. Whereupon, with urgent hooves, they pounded on Pig 3's door, crying out, "Unbar this entrance, and with haste, we beseech thee!" Now the third pig hailed from the American colonies, and possessing a vocabulary substantially less robust than his impromptu visitors, replied, "Say what?" "Seek we sanctuary," they implored, on the verge of hysteria, lest we fall victim to the ravenous appetencies of yonder approaching carnivore. Still confounded by their importunate words, Pig 3 did ajar his portal, whereupon 1 and 2 collapsed and spilled through beyond the threshold and evaded. Oh, so like, y'all just wanted to come in? Could have said that. Once again, the hiss of the wolf could be heard beyond the portal. "Pray, little pigs, grant me entrance." "The wolf!" squealed 1 and 2. "Wolf!" said 3. "Would you suppose he wants?" "He seeks to gain purchase within. Indeed, he would occupy this very alcove where he avoided but the most meager of opportunities." Alright, I'm just gonna go ask him what he wants. "Under no circumstances," squealed 2, flinging himself bodily against the portal. "There is not to be gained at accosting external opponents, save our own immediate demise." "What did you say about my mama?" Once again, Piglet and House alike were engulfed in a malevolent blast of wolfish wind. The foundation shook. The frame rattled. But then, to the astonishment of ensconced pig and encroaching scoundrel alike, stood the third pig's lodgings undaunted. Good news for you pig fans. Aghast and dismayed, yet venerated with relief, Piglet 2 did query of 3. How, against such torrential and relentless onslaught, doth this domicile endure? Pig 3, with puffed out chest, tapped her hoof to the hearth and replied, "It's American made."